Good morning, business math students. Today you are going to be looking at discounted promissory notes. This starts on page 139 of your textbook and it goes through page 143. So feel free to take a look at those examples in there. So by the time we're done today, you'll be able to calculate the interest and proceeds for discounted promissory notes and be able to calculate the true rate of interest on a discounted promissory note. Now these things you guys have already done in the past. It's just a new twist on what you have done. Vocabulary wise, you have a couple things here. A bank discount, this is when they collect interest in advance for your promissory notes. So it's still interest, but you have to pay it before they give you the proceeds of the note. These are considered non-interest bearing notes, so it means you won't pay interest in the future, you pay it right away. Rate of discount, you guys know what a rate is. This is just the percentage amount, how much of interest you have to pay based on a percent. Proceeds, this is what you get after you deduct the discount or interest from your note. So this is what's left over. These are known as short-term loans. Usually they're anywhere from 30 to 60 days. You do have some that are 90 days. Remember, these are very short compared to our previous notes, our previous promissory notes. You have to pay the interest when the loan is made. You have no choice in this. Right now, you'll see a lot more discounted promissory notes because the banks want to guarantee they'll get that interest, and then they have some more writing in the fine print about what's going to happen if they don't get the proceeds back. The interest is deducted from the principal, which is the face value of your note. That, in turn, is your proceeds. So to figure out your discount, you can think of it just like your interest formula. However, we're going to take just our principal times our rate. And then whatever our principal was minus your discount, that gives you your proceeds. So easy stuff here. So if we have a $3,500 note, they had it 15% interest for 3 months. This is going to be super easy on how to figure. We're going to switch over to the camera. Maybe. Here we go. We started with $3,500. That is our principal. We are going to take that times our rate, which was 15%, 0.15, excuse me, and then times our time. Times 0.25 because it was for 3 months. After you multiply those out, you get your discount amount, which is $131.25. So that is our discount. I mark it on there as a D. You can write the whole thing out if you like. It does not matter either way to me. Now to find your proceeds, we're going to go back to this principal amount. So $3,500 minus our discount, our $131.25, and our proceeds then was $3,368.75. We'll go through another example. Remember, pause the video, take a break, figure these, and then go in and see how you did. So another example, this is Check Your Understanding A in your textbook if you want to try it out. It's a $9,600 loan at 10% interest for 9 months. And remember that is going to be 0.75. So here, we'll flip back to the camera. 9,600 times our percentage times our time. And so once you multiply that out, that's going to give us $720 for our discount. To find your proceeds, once again, 9,600 minus 20, so our principal minus our discount, and that's going to give you $8,880. Okay, if you so choose, you can go through, check your understanding part B. Remember, principal times rate times time, that's going to give you your discount. Then your principal minus your discount, that's going to give you your proceeds. So easy stuff is things that you have already done. We're just applying it to a different form here. So moving on, we have our true rate of interest, and we have already figured out true rates of interest in chapter 3 and then yesterday's section. So remember, if we pay interest for less than 1 year, you have to find that interest for 1 year first. It's always based off of a year's worth of interest. So our true rate's just our interest, also known as our bank discount, divided by our proceeds. So how much you actually received. So here it tells us that we want to find the true rate of interest on a loan, $3,500 note, 15% interest for 3 months. This is going to be super easy. This is based off of our previous example, our first example that we worked through. So we've already figured out from our previous example that our discount is $131.25. We did that, and we'll flip back over, because of our proceeds of $3,500 times our 15% times our time, which was a quarter. So we knew our discount was $131.25, and we knew our proceeds was $3,500 minus our discount of $131.25. Sorry, our principal minus our discount. So our proceeds were $3,368.75. We already knew that. But because our discount is only for 1 quarter, we had to figure it for the entire year. We know, because we're smart individuals, that there's 4 quarters in a whole year. So we need to take our $131.25 times 4 to get our 4 quarters. And once you multiply that out, we have $525. That will be for 1 year of interest. I'm going to abbreviate interest as INT. So then we go back, just like our formulas that we used yesterday. We're going to take our interest for 1 year, $525, divide it by our proceeds, our $3,368.75. And this will get us our true rate of interest. Make sure you read this particular one. It told us to round it to the nearest 10th percent. So that's why we get the 15.6%. Some of them may ask you to round it to the nearest 100th percent. Like I said, make sure you really read, double check which one they're asking for. So another example, this is check your understanding C in your textbook. It tells us that he signed a $25,000 non-interest bearing note on the 22nd, discounted it at 14%, paid the principal back in 6 months. With this, we want to find our true rate of interest. Our proceeds were $23,250. Super easy stuff. Now you can set here, you can figure out all your interest if you'd like. However, you can do it the shortcut way. Because they told us our proceeds, our principal was $25,000. We'll subtract the proceeds that it told us, which was $23,250. With that, once you subtract, you get $1,750. So this was his interest for 6 months. We know that 6 months is half a year, and 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1, so we have to take it times 2. 1750 times 2, and that's going to give us $3,500. So this is our interest for 1 year. Now it's just a matter of dividing again. 3,500 divided by our proceeds. And this question is asking for our nearest 10th percent. So remember, one place after the decimal, 15.1% is going to be our answer there. If you need another example, check out letter D on page 141 under Check Your Understanding. Work through it. This one, remember, there's 3 4-month periods, so you do have to take your discount times 3. That's what gets a lot of people here. Once you're finished going through this, once again, you can look at pages 139 to 143 in your textbook. They provide you wonderful examples, just like what I've told you before. Otherwise, work on page 49 in your workbook. Please remember, pages 46 through 49 in your workbook are due on Thursday. Those will be your first grades of the new quarter. And then if you have any missing work, you have got to get it in. It needs to be in by noon on Wednesday, so that way it gives me a chance to update your grades within PowerSchool and your report cards look nice and pretty. If you have any questions, please email me, shoot a message up in Moodle, do something so we can get those answered. Remember, I will be gone on Wednesday this week, so I will not see you again until Thursday. Good luck today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you guys later.